Meet the most goth couple in history. You're looking at Mary Godwin, 16 years old, sharp as hell, raised around radical thinkers, and already tired of being underestimated. Then Percy Shelley enters the chat. Married, broke, poetic, and convinced society's rules are fake. Not cute rebel fake. More like, I don't believe consequences apply to me, fake. Percy doesn't flirt. He ideologizes. He talks about destiny, free love, overthrowing marriage, living for art. And to Mary, who grew up surrounded by big ideas but trapped in a woman's body in the 1800s, this feels like oxygen. So they don't ease into anything. They run away together. No marriage, no permission, no money. Just Europe notebooks and main character energy. People are scandalized. Families are furious. Mary doesn't care. She thinks she's chosen truth over comfort. Then real life hits. They're broke, constantly. Writing by candlelight, bouncing between places, pretending suffering equals depth. Mary gets pregnant. The baby dies. She's crushed. Percy? He frames it as tragic but beautiful, like pain is just fuel for poetry. Mary spirals quietly. Percy keeps talking. Another pregnancy, another loss. More grief piling up while Percy floats above it all, obsessed with ideas instead of outcomes. And looming over everything is Percy's wife, the one he left behind. When she dies, society finally shrugs and goes, "Okay, now you can be legit." So Mary and Percy get married. On paper, it looks like the happy ending. But emotionally, they're already living inside a storm they don't know how to escape. Marriage didn't stabilize this relationship. It just exposed the cracks louder. Percy believed love should be unlimited. No jealousy, no ownership, no rules. Sounds progressive? Until you realize Mary didn't actually want that life. She just didn't feel like she was allowed to object. Percy openly pursued other women, not discreetly, philosophically. One of them was Mary's own stepsister. And when Mary was hurt, Percy didn't apologize, he lectured. He framed her pain as insecurity, not betrayal. Mary internalized everything. She wrote constantly. Journals, drafts, thoughts she couldn't say out loud. She was surrounded by men praising Percy's genius while treating her like background noise, and the grief kept coming. More children lost. More isolation. Mary is barely surviving emotionally while Percy is chasing legacy. Convinced greatness requires sacrifice, as long as he's not the one paying for it. That emotional imbalance? That's where Frankenstein was born. Not just a monster story, but a story about creation without responsibility. About abandoning what you bring into the world once it stops serving you. Mary didn't invent that idea out of nowhere, she lived it. Percy loved Mary's mind, until it reflected him too clearly. He wanted admiration, not accountability. And still, Mary stayed. Because love mixed with trauma hits different. Because leaving feels impossible when your entire identity is wrapped around someone else's brilliance. Then Percy drowns. Young, sudden, no goodbye, no resolution, just gone. And Mary is left holding the aftermath. The wildest part is that Mary Shelley didn't become legendary until Percy was gone. Everyone expected her to fall apart. Instead, she locked in. Mary became the guardian of Percy's legacy, edited his work, preserved his image, made sure history remembered him kindly, even though he never really did that for her while alive. That alone tells you how deeply complicated her love still was. She never remarried, not because she couldn't, but because she didn't want another genius who needed managing. She'd already lived that movie. And over time, the narrative shifted. Percy Shelley became a respected poet. Mary Shelley became foundational, sci-fi, horror, the blueprint for stories about ambition, neglect, and unintended consequences. Her work aged better than the chaos that created it. That relationship didn't destroy her, but it shaped her brutally. Every loss sharpened her voice. Every betrayal clarified her vision. She didn't win by loving Percy harder, she won by surviving long enough to tell the story better than anyone else could. So when people romanticize Mary and Percy Shelley, you kinda have to pause, because intensity isn't devotion and chaos isn't depth. Was their relationship a once-in-a-generation love story, or just proof that genius without responsibility leaves damage every single time?